What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Man, this one caught me off guard. And listen, y'all know I cover all kinds of stories, so it's hard to catch me off guard. We got a Columbia University professor who uses heroin and says that the drug helps him maintain a work-life balance and should be legal for everyone. The professor, Carl Hart, has studied psychoactive drugs for more than 3 decades. His new book lays out why he thinks all drugs should be legal. Other experts stress limiting supply and putting more limits on big drug companies could help. Carl Hart says he first tried heroin 6 or 7 years ago. At the time, he was already a tenured professor at Columbia University and well over 40, according to his new book, Drug Use for Grown-Ups. After doing that short, thin line with a friend, he said, he felt a dreamy, light sedation, free of stress. He added that the two chatted, laughed, called it an evening, and went home. Carl, a psychology professor and neuroscience expert, had already worked legally with drugs including marijuana, cocaine, and heroin for more than 25 years, studying drug users and seeking to answer questions about the threats drugs pose to mental and physical health. For most of that time, Carl was set on one thing, proving that drugs were bad. Now he wishes that he could use them legally, and so can you. Fam. Can you stop the world so I can get off? This dude is trying to convince us. After all these junkies we've seen, all of the people we've seen destroy their lives using heroin, he wants us to believe that somehow it has health, or I guess wealth benefits. You cannot make this stuff up. I was looking into the story to see what Columbia University thought of it. And Columbia is a very prestigious university. It's not some type of little community college or something. Columbia is the real deal. And there's nothing in there where they're talking about Columbia has a problem with it. They didn't say if they support it or if they were against it. Now, the thing that you got to key in on, though, is the fact that Carl Hart is a tenured professor, meaning that he's employed at Columbia for life. They can't just get rid of him without cause. So, and he can teach about anything that he wants to. He's tenured. That's what Cornel West was trying to get over at Harvard, and they wouldn't tenure him. And you know, Cornel West that dude is super sharp. But he said something about the people over at Harvard saying that he was risky, he was too controversial to make him a tenured professor. Why you got him over there anyway? You know? He's been over there for, I think, 5 years. Let's see, he left. I remember he left, I think, in 2002 because he felt like that they wasn't treating him fairly. He left and he came back. Yeah, I think he did 5 more years. I'm saying he did 5 years like he was in prison. He did 5 more years. I guess it kind of feels like that, you know, sometimes when you're at these universities where, you know, they're rooted in the old, you know, the old way, right? I guess it could sometimes feel like serving a sentence. But let's get back to this Carl Hart dude. This dude This dude is something else, fam. What do y'all think about this, fam? Do y'all know anybody that uses heroin and is a functioning, like, working, productive individual? Do you know somebody like that? I remember when I was maybe 14, I went into a cafe in Houston, in Fifth Ward, in my neighborhood. And I went up there, I was looking for my mother, because she would be in like 2 or 3 different places. So I went there looking for her. And she wasn't there, but I went in the bathroom. And as I opened the door, I see a dude shooting up what I suspected to be heroin. And it spooked the hell out of me. I was like, damn, this dude is like, just in the bathroom. It wasn't like a bathroom with stalls and stuff. It's just like you open the door and the toilet is there, the sink is there. He's on the toilet like this, boom, hitting it. Now this dude said he said it was lying, so I'm assuming he was snorting it. But either way, it's heroin. I don't see how they do it, but I don't see how you can see all of that death and destruction and say to yourself, I want to try that. Anyway, fam, y'all think that this dude is going to still be employed at Columbia? What is it? We're in February 20-something. So y'all think he's going to have a job a month from now? What do you give him, a month, a week, a year? I don't think that they're going to continue to have him there. That's just not a good look. Oh man, they got a professor at Columbia who's a heroin addict. That don't sound like good promotions, you know? Imagine when you go to school, you know, when you bring in the new freshmen, they're coming out for orientation. And they say, yeah, that's school with the heroin addict professor. I don't think that's going to play over too well. But what do you think, fam? What's your thoughts? Drop a comment. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?